In addition to aiding digestion, the pancreas also serves an endocrine function which regulates blood sugar levels. High blood sugar causes the pancreas to release the hormone insulin into the blood. When this reaches the liver, it signals the liver to convert sugar into glycogen for storage. This reduces the blood sugar levels, which reduces the stimulus to the pancreas to produce insulin, and insulin levels fall. This slows down conversion in the liver and eventually stops it altogether when optimal levels have been achieved. When blood sugar levels fall, the pancreas releases another hormone called glycagon, which stimulates the liver to convert glycogen back into sugar and again restore the optimal blood sugar level.
Hi, I'm Mike. I was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, a chronic disease as we know. Since then, it has become increasingly difficult to keep the glucose levels in my blood stable, in spite of my medications. However, without effective control, diabetes can have severe long-term consequences, like eye disease, kidney impairment, and nerve damage. Even an increased likelihood of heart disease and stroke, just to name some of the most important complications.
When this system goes wrong, the body develops diabetes and becomes unable to regulate blood sugar. In type 2 diabetes, the pancreas can still produce insulin, but the liver is no longer sensitive to it and so does not respond to the hormone signal. In some cases, type 2 diabetes can be controlled by diet, exercise and medication, but in other cases, insulin injections are required.
I immediately changed my diet and exercise habits and was started on oral anti-diabetic therapy with metformin. But that didn't bring down my high glucose levels sufficiently. My doctor intensified my therapy, successively adding a range of different traditional oral medications like sulfonylureas, alpha-glucosidase inhibitors and TZDs. With my busy life, this was often a challenge, as some needed to be taken multiple times a day. Others upset my stomach. I needed to visit my doctor often to have the dose adjusted, and switching to injections was out of the question for me. As if this were not enough, some of the medications made me gain weight. My doctor told me that the modern approach to managing diabetes is to not only normalize blood glucose levels, but more importantly, to keep them as close to normal as possible while avoiding harmful effects to the body.
Now you just sit back while I take over from here. DPP-4 inhibitors are a newer class of oral anti-diabetics, which have important advantages over the traditional treatments. Why? Well, here's what happens in Mike's body. When the tablet enters the stomach, the process begins. DPP-4 inhibitors improve glucose control. By inhibiting incretin breakdown, they stimulate the right amount of insulin secretion at the right time and suppress glucagon's release, thereby reducing glucose release by the liver. That explains how they work, but you will also want to know why they are effective and safe for patients like you. Importantly, as the majority of DPP-4 enzyme is effectively and continuously inhibited, blood glucose levels not only decrease, but are kept stable during long-term treatment. Mike, in your case, we need to be especially careful about what you take because of the kidney problem we detected last time you were screened. Some of the anti-diabetic drugs are either no longer suitable or have to be dose adjusted based on additional monitoring of your kidney function.
I have high expectations of this newer class of drugs called,
Dipeptidyl peptidase 4, or for short, DPP4 inhibitors.
Oh, thanks. Well, it sounds very promising. Something effective, tolerable, easy to take, with many long-term benefits. I look forward to future advances in this field. I'll keep you posted. Until then, goodbye, and I wish you the best of health.
Lathan, help me. She's cranky again and we can't get the weight to drop. Hypo.
Baby, is your T4 down? There's so many ways to test ya. T4 to screen you now. Free T4, TSH to confirm ya. God, you're like so obese and losing hair. Don't wanna misdiagnose ya. Make me wanna say hypo, oh, 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 hypo, oh, 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 hypo, oh, 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 hypothyroid. Make me wanna say
I recognized the signs when she walked up in my clinic door. She was moving slowly, hair was falling on the floor. Never has a differential hit me on the first try. This was something special. Diagnosis in plain sight. Honey's triglycerides like so sky high. Honey's cholesterol's like my oh my. Honey's gaining weight at the drop of a dime. Producing more milk than a giant Holstein. Like, oh, baby thyroid's hypo. Gaining weight from head to toe. Probably started before you was slow.
baby, where's your thyroid now? It's probably lymphocytic destruction. Pituitary's all worked out. TSH overproduction. Everything's out of whack. No negative feedback. There's a really simple solution. Make me wanna say hypo.